What's up everybody, and welcome back to Chris's Collectible Corner for another figure unboxing and review. And today we're going with another third party from Demoniacal Fit, Untamed Power, which is their version of SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Before we get started into this figure, I would appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification to be notified when new videos are uploaded, because I'm going to be uploading a lot more. And it really helps the channel, so I'd really appreciate that. Now, that out the way, let's take a look at the packaging. The packaging for Demoniacal Fit is really nice. I think they take a page out of Tamashii Nation's exclusive events, where it's kind of like this one strong bold color with black primarily there. So you see we have the nice window of the figure right there with a nice illustration of the figure. Untamed Power on the side. The box is thicker than the usual boxes because he comes with a lot of accessories. And then here we have the back and a little sneak peek of some of the accessories he comes with, some poses, and just kind of what you can expect from the figure. So overall, I think the packaging is really nice. But enough of that, let's take a look at the figure. And here we have him, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Demoniacal Fit's version of him. From top to bottom, he looks pretty much identical to the original. Not much different here. He is slightly bigger and taller. I think they elongated his torso and maybe his legs like a little bit more, so he's actually taller than the original SH Figure Arts version. And I think the reason why they did that is because supposedly in GT, when he transforms into Super Saiyan 4, he does get slightly taller. We're going to compare the two, obviously, later on in the video, but here he is standing straight up and down, no crazy poses. There's a nice matte finish all across the entire figure. The paintwork is clean, no bleeding or anything going into areas that it shouldn't be. The sculpt is really nice, and I really like the build on this guy. Just he has a really nice silhouette. I think it really captures how the character looked in the anime. But now let's look at the accessories. Alright, so now as for the accessories, he comes with 4 expressions, which is the smirking face looking downward to the side. Then we have the straight looking face with just the stern look, the teeth gritted, and then the open mouth for like shooting a blast or screaming, powering up. Those are pretty much the standard expressions you're always going to get, except for the first one. Then he comes with 6 pairs of hands. We don't have the fist in the photo, but these are the 5 accessory ones that come in the box. So he has instant transmission hands. He has a pair of key blast hands, another pair of open palm hands, another pair of kung fu hands that Goku usually has, kind of iconic. Then he has another pair of key blast hands with the peg, so this way you can attach the blast right to his hand so it looks like he's holding it. And then we have the, I think it's the 10 times Super Kamehameha that he has, which is red. I didn't feel like bringing out all the pieces, but yeah, if you get 4 of all the sticks. And now this is where he really separates himself from the original release. So he comes with an extra little bonus, which is a Super Saiyan head for the new GT Kid Goku that just came out. They look really good, at least from what I'm seeing. You know, the sculpts, the hair color, really good. Then it comes with a pair of crossed arms for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which we also did not get in the original. And he also comes with a stand. So this way you can recreate that iconic pose of Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku standing there on the rock with like the moon in the background. So this is really cool that they added all this, because they didn't really need to. And you get all these extra accessories and still pay cheaper than the original figure, which blows my mind because I'm not even sure how they're able to get away with that. But kudos to them, because you are really getting your money's worth with this figure. Alright, so now to get into the differences between the two versions of Goku, the DF1 and the official. So on the left side we have the Demoniacal Fit faceplates, and on the right side we have the official faceplates. And for the most part they're pretty much the same, except for the slight differences that I'm noticing. So with the first face, they both have the smirk expression, but on the original, he's looking straight forward. Where on the Demoniacal Fit, he's looking downwards, like, and like to the side a little bit, which I think is a nice one, because I think before someone came out with a third-party set with the cross arms and that face that you could put on him, because the original did not have that. So the fact that this comes with it is nice. Then, as far as the teeth gritting face, it's the same thing, but only one is looking to the side, and that's the one for SH Figure Arts that is kind of like looking off to the side, with the Demoniacal Fit is looking straight ahead. And now for the last face, where I kind of feel like is the big difference, like aesthetically, is the open mouth shouting face. The Demoniacal Fit one, the eyes seem to be a bit smaller and the eyebrows are like more angled, and the mouth isn't as big. And then on the SH Figure Arts one, you can see the eyes more, the lip more wide open, and you can see more of the details. I mean, me personally, if I had to choose, I think the original SH Figure Arts screaming face looks better, but it's honestly preference, because I could definitely see a lot of applications for the Demoniacal Fit screaming face, but that one looks good as well. Alright, so now here we have him standing next to the original SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Dragon Ball GT. So just in case you couldn't tell, Demoniacal Fit is on the left and SH Figure Arts is on the right. And as you can see, he is slightly taller than him. The torso is more extended. It seems like they just kind of connect a bit more. The legs do seem a little longer. The colors are pretty much the same. The only thing I would say is slightly off, maybe you guys can't see it on camera, is the color of the legs of the Demoniacal Fit. The color of the legs of the Demoniacal Fit are a bit more of a duller color. They're not as bright as a yellow as opposed to the original. But yeah, so those are differences between the two. He's slightly taller, and that's really it. Aside from that color and the height and the build, everything is pretty much the same. He's the same build. He's not any more buffered than the original. The joints are exactly the same. So I think they really just took the original model and just scaled him up. That's what it seems like to me. Alright, so let's go over the articulation of this guy. He's pretty identical, actually not identical, exactly the same as the official release from Tamagotchi Nations. But for those of you who do not have that one or are thinking about picking this one up instead, I'm going to show you how he moves and, just what you can do with him, alright? So let's start with the arms first. He can bring his arms up to 90 degrees, a little bit more it seems, which is good. Very good elbow bend, joints are not tight, like overly tight. Like I have a really good tolerance to them. Bicep swivel, which is also really good. And then with the new 3.0s, you see they have this little cutout in the chest, so that allows for more articulation, so you could bring his arms more across the chest, and that helps with like doing like his Kamehameha poses. So that's really good. Same on the other arm. Boom. Yep. So yeah, as you can see, you can bring his arms right across each other. That's really good. Much better than the previous 2.0 models and definitely the 1.0s. As for the head, he can look up. I don't really like that too much, that gap around the neck if you bring his head up too high. I feel like they could have recessed it a bit more, but yeah. But he looks up a good amount. The hair on the back moves out the way, so this way you can do that. So yeah, there we go. The hair articulates as well. Like I said, this is just like the original. The side bangs, I guess that's what you call them, move out the way as well, so that's also good. Good waist rotation. Ab crunch is it's limited. Yeah, you can't really bend forward. That's something I'm noticing with the 3.0s that's kind of disappointing. They're supposed to have better articulation, and the way they're like made, he should have better ab crunch, but I don't know, they're like more limited than actually 2.0s, which is sad. He can lean back a decent amount, not too much, but it's better than what he could do going forward. Alright, so we have that. As far as kicks, 90 degrees. You can come out to the side, giving you guys a perfect split. So boom, just in case. Has a thigh swivel. Knees. Very good knee bend. Tail goes around on a little swivel ball joint right there. So you can pose that wherever you want. And then the ankles. Side to side, really good. Now the one thing I will say about this figure over the original, he feels a lot more solid. Like a lot more solid. Like I don't know if they use a denser plastic, but he feels way more sturdy. The one thing I also noticed as well is that his ankle joints are great. Like they're really good. Because on the official one, I remember, I don't know if they fixed it on the reissue, but on the first one, the ankles were really like loose, so you couldn't even stand the figure without him falling over. But him, see, no problem. Just stands right there. But yeah, I guess side to side, not really much, but yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's what you get as far as his articulation. I think he's pretty good. He's really solid. He can get into a lot of poses. You can get him to a lot of dynamic stuff. Just so, like, you know, what he has going on right here. And like I said, he feels more solid than the original. So, which is crazy because this is a third-party company. So they did it better than the original. So kudos to them. But all right. And here we have Demoniacal Fit Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the other GT figures that have been released so far. I have Super 17 on the way, but these are all the guys that I have at the moment. And I think he looks great proportionally. The size that he stands and his scale for everybody else, I think he's perfect. The colors match well with everybody else. Like, I wouldn't even think this was a bootleg just looking at it. So the original stands at 6 1/4 inches, and this one stands to the top of his hair at 6 1/2 inches. And yeah, I just think he's the perfect height in compared to Vegeta, as well as the Trunks and the GT Kid version of himself. I mean, it's pretty much the same figure, just bigger and better built. And there we have it. That's my review on the Demoniacal Fit Untamed Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And from a 1 to 7 Dragon Balls, I gotta give this guy a 7 out of 7. I think he's great. I mean, my bias out the way because I really love the form Super Saiyan 4. I think it's probably one of his best forms. I mean, all the Super Saiyan forms are iconic, but this one was such a drastic change, and it's, I don't know, it's such a dope look. I really hope they bring this back into the main canon sometime because this look is fire. But that aside, it's a better built figure, it's taller, and comes with more accessories than the original, and costs less. I really don't know where you can go wrong with that. I mean, if you're one of those people that only likes to collect the original, more power to you. Go with the original Goku. It's a great figure as well. But if you want the most bang for your buck, I gotta go with this one, man. Like I said, it comes with more for less money, so it's a no-brainer. So yeah, I have to give this guy 7 out of 7 Dragon Balls. This is a great figure, and I really suggest picking him up. I got mine at 5K Toys, so get them while they're still there. Alright guys, well if you found this review informative, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification because I have more figure reviews coming up. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.